Oh, cool.
Back up. Can you stop this once it goes?
No,
Oh.
you can't.
Okay, I might have to redo it then.
It's hard to not.
Okay. So you're on live. So introduce yourself while I do this part.
Hey, everybody. I'm Honest Dave Dannenberg. Not to be confused with Abe Lincoln, who I told I have a striking resemblance for. Only had bigger ears and was about a foot taller. So, welcome to the AINE Open House. I hope those of you that are joining us on air are able to get a look around and be welcome to the team. And in just a minute, we're going to start a Petcha Flickr to talk about innovation in the team. I have never seen these slides. I haven't prepared any words, but I will tell you a little bit about who we are and what we're doing. We'll just wait. So, we are here to serve you as a school. You can see this is a school set in a third world country, which some people compare Alaska to, but we are not. And what we like to do is educate everyone within the community, both our students and our teachers. Come on in, come on in.
So announcing I got lost.
So just like we always like to work with our students and give feedback, we like to give our feedback to our instructors. And we do that a lot in our instructional design services group. With our instructional design services, they work with faculty and graduate students in the design of courses. And sometimes it could be a science course like this. Sometimes it could be a humanities course. Could be something in nursing, automotive, diesel mechanics. You just never know. But we are here to serve you and help you figure out how to match your learning goals to the types of online activities you want to take part in. But we also work with our students. Our e-learning student services team offers a full range of students to our distance cohorts. And we try to treat them just like we would any other student on the main UAA campus. We have test proctoring services. We're starting to work with online advising programs, online tutoring programs. Speaking of our online proctoring, so it takes place in a lab. Now our lab looks a little different than the one we have here on the screen. We're not working with microscopes, but we do have a facility over in Gilbert Hartley Hall for all our distance education online proctoring here on campus. But sometimes you really got to get down and you got to get dirty. You got to look at things, you got to get in the dirt, you got to do a little chemical mechanics. That's what we like to think about when we think about our e-portfolio program. Because it's how we can bring all these things, get a little bit dirty, look at our books, think about what we have and who we are as a full range of individual, whether we're a student or faculty, and put it together in an online portfolio to demonstrate what we've learned, what we've mastered, who we are, the experiences we've had, the knowledge we can share. That's what our e-portfolio or new eWolf system, which is launching this fall, will do for us. And sometimes we just like to eat cake. Now, many of you don't know this, but today happens to be Laura Madden's birthday. I even found a cake that said happy birthday. So we do like to celebrate our successes. Sometimes we like to sit back and we like to throw images on the wall. That would be our AV services, or as we prefer to call them, our media services team. Eric and his crew, John and our marketing and design programs, they are here not to work with you. They work with us to help you do better. Actually, Eric goes out on campus quite a bit to record special events. Sometimes he's recording information like this. He's working with faculty to record special events or guest speakers. Sometimes he's available to work on grant programs where you capture digital scenarios that you want to make available after the fact. So you might be wondering what this is because it looks like a lot of different things. But when I see this image, I think about where we're located in the library. Library 215. You can look up through the windows behind the tree on the south side entrance and you'll see in my office, you see a little sliver window looking at Melissa. You can be sure to wave and say hello. Because we're here not just for you, not just for instructional design, but we're here for all your academic technology needs, even if it's old, outdated equipment like this. We have a new academic technologist on staff. She's Amy Ross. She works with our Blackboard instance and provides some other services for it. We're very excited to have her. She'll take equipment that you don't even know, and she'll figure out what to do with it. Like this piece. I have no idea what it is, but Amy is so brilliant that she can solve any problem we throw at her. I'd ask her what it was, but I don't want to put her on the spot. She's also horribly shy, so hope nobody takes offense to that. There are a lot of slides here. So sometimes I, as a director, have to look down through my microscope and think about what we're doing as a team. We have to think about what we're learning as we study the different pieces. So I'd like to share a little bit about that right now and let you know what I see under my magnifying glass and under my microscope as we move forward. So AI&E started 20, 30 years ago to serve distance education purposes. We started working on video televised courses, and we moved into more of like a faculty help desk scenario. And I joined the team 3 years ago, and we're rebuilding. Just like you put a lab back together, we put on our coats, we think about how we can serve you, and then what services we need to offer. So as I've already mentioned, we do have our e-portfolio or eWolf services. We have our instructional design services. They like to play with toys an awful lot, but don't let that confuse you. They're a great group of people. We also have our academic technology team, which I've talked about. And we have our distance learning student services. Surrounding all of that is our administrative services, which is much like this wonderful group of boys on the screen. They're surrounding the person we're working with and making sure they have all the services they have to be effective. So when I look forward in terms of what we can do as a unit to the UAA community, we are here to help you figure out what to do with technology, how to bring digital and technology engaged learning into your classroom, whether it looks like this. You can tell this is a little bit outdated, much like our Museum of Outdated Technology here in the room. But we'll work with you, figure out what your learning goals are, what you're trying to accomplish, whatever that is with students inside the campus, outside the campus, so that you can be as successful as this student is. Because that's what we want everybody to be. We want you to be successful and happy, engaged, and nothing says more engaged than that gentleman right there. So thank you very much. So for those of you just tuning in or who walked into the room late, again, my name's Dave Dannenberg, and having prepared no remarks, this was a Petcha Flickr, which is a type of talk to where you have a topic, and if you couldn't tell, I was trying to introduce the team and the services to a random set of pictures as people have posted them up to Flickr based on the term for whoever, I don't know who said microscopes. So that was a valiant effort. And that was my opening remarks, but I'll be happy to answer. Aaron, I know you walked in late. You're actually you're the only, well, there's one more external person in the room. Everybody else is in the team, or do we have anybody online?
Yeah, on broadcast. So what I would say to the virtual world out there is look at your agenda. We have 3 more events that will be broadcast live, and you can either find those on the agenda we emailed out to you through the newsletter or on the AI Academic Innovations Google Plus account as an event. So I'm going to sign off to the virtual world, and then we're going to start our open house.
Yay.